Algebra 2, connect factor worksheet help. Let's look at row number 6 and problems in columns 2 and 5. So again, our directions are still factoring. We're going to think through that factoring flow chart, the process. So x squared minus 1, looking for a greatest common factor, and we do not have one. So that is a no. How many terms are there? Well, there are 2 terms. So is it a difference of squares? Well, I can square x to get x squared, and I can square 1. So yes, it is. So I'm going to take the square root of each term. So x, and it'll be 1 will be added and 1 will be subtracted. My directions say to factor. So I am finished with that. I have factored it. I don't need to solve. Now lastly, I'm going to look for a greatest common factor. So let's always start there. And I do. I've got 2. That'll divide into both of those. So that's a yes. And I'm going to factor out that greatest common factor. I also have an x that I can factor out. So what I'll be left with here, 8 divided by 2 is 4. X cubed divided by x is x squared. 2x divided by 2x is simply 1. So now, how many terms do I have? I've got 2 terms. Is it a difference of squares? Well, yes, because I can square 2x to get me 4x squared, and I can square 1 to get 1. So I'm going to take the square root of each term and put it in my parentheses for my factors. So that's 2x and plus 1 and minus 1. And then finally, directions say all we're doing is just factoring. We're just practicing. So we are done with this problem.